still here, and that's new for me. You're sitting right beside me, close enough to feel, and nothing here is broken, nothing here is unreal. But part of me is waiting for something to go wrong. Like every good thing never lasts this long. I keep checking for the distance, even when you're close. I don't know why I do that, I just know I always have. I'm still learning how to stay when everything in me says run. Still learning how to trust something that hasn't come undone. I'm still learning how to stay without losing who I am, not disappearing into love the way I used to then. You don't rush my silence, you don't pull me in. You just let me be here without asking where I've been. And I don't know what to call that, but it feels different somehow. Like I don't have to prove anything right now. Whoa. There's no pressure in your voice, no fear behind your eyes, and I don't feel like I'm about to say goodbye. I'm still learning how to stay, not to leave before it's real, not to shut it down too soon. Just because I feel I'm still learning how to stay, even when I'm unsure, even when my past starts knocking at the door. I don't wanna lose myself again, trying to be what love demands. But maybe love was never meant to take more than I am. I'm still learning how to stay, and maybe that's enough to not walk away this time. When it starts to feel like love, I'm still learning how to stay, and I'm not running yet. For the first time in my life, I'm not leaving just because I'm scared. I'm still here, and I didn't disappear. I don't know how to do this right, but I don't wanna mess this up. I overthink the little things, like what to say, what not to say. If I should call you now or give you space. I've never been this careful with something that I feel. Usually I ruin it before it gets this real. I've always gone too far, I'm not enough. Never found that middle, never learned that part. I don't know how to do this right, how to love without the weight, without turning something good into something show up honest and you stay the same. And I'm not used to simple, I'm not used to calm. I'm used to things that hurt me disguised as love. So when this feels too easy, I don't trust it yet. Like peace is just a moment before regret. I don't know how to do this right without pulling it apart, without second guessing every single part. I don't know how to do this right, but I'm trying not to run, trying not to turn this into something it's not. Maybe love was never meant to feel like I control. Maybe it's just showing up without losing my soul. I don't know how to do this right, but I'm learning as I go. Not to fix what isn't broken, not to fight what I don't know. I don't know how to do this right, but I'm still here tonight. And maybe that's the first time I didn't walk away from something right. I don't know how to do this right, but I'm still trying. Pushed you away, but you didn't go. It wasn't loud, it wasn't a fight, just something in me shutting down inside. I got quiet, I pulled back slow, like I always do, before it gets close. I've done this before, more times than I can say. I disappear first before they walk away. But you didn't leave when I pulled away. You stayed right there, even when I changed. You didn't chase, you didn't break, you just gave me space and somehow stayed. You didn't ask what was wrong with me, didn't make me feel like I had to speak. You just sat there like it was okay to not be okay for a couple days. And I don't understand how you do that so calm without making me feel like I did something wrong. You didn't leave when I pulled away, didn't take it personal, didn't walk away. You didn't fix, you didn't force, you just stayed in love to keep the door. And maybe that's the part I've never known before. Love that doesn't leave when I close the door. You didn't leave when I pulled away, and now I don't feel like I have to escape. You didn't rush, you didn't break, you just stayed long enough for me to stay. I pulled away. be in love like this. You don't raise your voice, you don't make me guess, you don't turn away when I'm a mess. You don't make me earn every bit of care, you just give it like it's already there. I've always known love with conditions attached, so this kind of quiet feels strange at best. I'm not used to being loved like this, without having to prove I'm enough, without feeling like I could lose it if I'm not who you are. I'm not used to being loved like this, where I can just exist and not feel like I'm one mistake away from losing it. You don't keep score of what I do wrong, you don't make silence feel like I don't belong. You don't disappear when things get real, you stay right there and let me feel. And part of me still waits for this to fall apart, but you don't move, you just stay where you are. I'm not used to being loved like this, without the fear behind it, without the need to fix myself just to be invited. I'm not used to being loved like this, but I don't wanna miss what it feels like to finally be at peace in it. Maybe love was never meant to hurt, just to be real. Maybe I just never knew what it was supposed to feel. I'm not used to being loved like this, but I'm starting to believe that maybe I don't have to change to be someone you need. I'm not used to being loved like this, but I don't wanna resist the way you make it feel so safe. Just be like this. I'm not used to this, but I don't wanna go back. Some days I feel safe with you, and some days I don't know what I feel. Some mornings I wake up and everything feels right. Your voice sounds like something I don't have to fight, and I can just be there without overthinking, like maybe this is what I've been missing. But then it shifts without a sound, and I don't know why it turns around. Some days I feel safe with you, like I can finally breathe, like I don't have to question what you see in me. Some days I feel safe with you, like nothing's gonna break. And then some days I feel like it could all just slip away. Some nights I get quiet for no clear reason why. You ask if I'm okay, and I just say I'm fine. But inside I'm running from something I can't name, like pieces just a moment before everything changes. I hate that I still do this even when you stay. I'm fighting something old that won't just go away. Some days I feel safe with you, like I don't have to hide, like maybe I could stay here and not lose my mind. Some days I feel safe with you, and I believe it's real. And then some days I don't even trust the way I feel. It's not you, I know it's me, still learning how to let things be, without expecting them to fall, without bracing for it all. Some days I feel safe with you, and I'm learning to hold on, even when the feeling fades, even when it's gone. Some days I feel safe with you, and maybe that's enough. Not every moment has to feel like I'm completely sure of us. Some days I feel safe, and I'm still here on the days I don't. Just when I start to feel okay, the fear comes back again. I was getting used to this, the quiet kind of peace, not the kind that disappears the moment I breathe. I was starting to believe maybe this could stay, maybe I don't have to lose everything this way. But then it hits me out of nowhere, a sudden weight I can't prepare. Then the fear comes back again, like it never left at all. Whispers everything I lost, everything that could still fall. Then the fear comes back again, right when I feel close to you. And I don't know if I'm afraid of losing you, or losing me too. I try to stay present, try to breathe it in, but something in my chest starts caving in. Your hand is right beside me, you haven't moved away, but my mind is already running miles away. It's not your voice, it's not your touch, it's everything I felt too much. Then the fear comes back again, stronger than before, telling me I'll ruin this like I always did before. Then the fear comes back again, even when you stay. And I hate that I still feel this when nothing's gone away. It's not the moment, it's the past, still holding on, still built to last. A voice that says don't trust too much, don't let this mean more than it does. Then the fear comes back again, but I don't turn away. I let it sit inside my chest, I let it stay. Then the fear comes back again, and I don't break this time. I just breathe through all the noise. but so do I. I didn't run this time, even when I wanted to. I felt it rising in my chest, the same old wave again. The urge to disappear before it pulls me in. My mind was screaming, leave before it hurts. Like every time before, like every time it worked. One step back, that's all it takes to fall into the same escape. But I didn't run this time, I stayed right where I was. Even with the shaking hands, even with the rush, I didn't run this time, I let myself feel it through. For the first time in my life, I didn't run from you. It wasn't strong, it wasn't brave. I almost turned, I almost gave, but something in me held the line. A fragile voice said, just this time, maybe staying doesn't mean that everything will fall on me. I didn't run this time, even when it burned, even when the past in me was begging me to turn. Oh, I didn't run this time, and nothing fell apart. Maybe I don't have to fear every feeling in my heart. It didn't break me, didn't end. The moment stayed, it didn't bend. And maybe I can learn to be someone who stays when it gets heavy. I didn't run this time, and I'm still standing here. Not because I'm fearless now, but I stayed through the fear. I didn't run this time, and something slowly changed. Maybe I can love again without needing to escape. I didn't run, and that's enough for now. I thought you'd walk away, but you didn't. I felt the shift inside me, the silence in my voice, the way I pulled away again, like I had no choice. I've seen this story end before, I know how it goes. A little distance turns into something we don't close. So I braced myself for the goodbye. Didn't even ask the reason why. But you didn't leave, you stayed right there with me. Through every quiet second, through every broken piece. You didn't leave, even when I couldn't stay. You held the space for both of us, but now we're slipping away. You didn't try to fix me, didn't try to fight. You just sat beside me and made it feel alright. No pressure in your presence, no fear in your tone. For the first time in my life I wasn't left alone. And I don't understand how you do, but something in me feels safe with you. You didn't leave when I thought you would. You saw the worst in me and stayed like no one could. You didn't leave, and I don't know why, but for the first time I don't feel like I have to hide. Maybe love is not a fight, not something I have to get right. Maybe it's just someone who stays when I get lost inside my ways. You didn't leave, and now I see. Maybe I don't have to be everything to be loved by you. You didn't leave, and something changed. I'm starting to believe maybe love can stay. You didn't leave, and neither did I. I think I'm starting to believe this, and that scares me a little. Something feels different now in a way I can't explain. It's not loud, it's not rushing. It's quiet, but it stays. I'm not chasing the feeling, I'm not forcing it through, but somehow I keep finding my way back to you. And I don't pull away like I used to do. There's a part of me that wants this to be true. I think I'm starting to believe this, that maybe it won't fall apart, that maybe I don't have to guard every corner of my heart. I think I'm starting to believe this, even though I'm still unsure. But I'm not running from it like I did before. I notice how I breathe now when you're next to me, not waiting for the moment you'll just leave. I'm learning how to stay here without needing proof, and maybe that's the closest I've been to something true. It's not perfect, it's not clear, but it's the first time I'm still here. I think I'm starting to believe this, that maybe love can stay, that maybe I don't have to lose everything this way. I think I'm starting to believe this, even if it's slow, and I don't need all the answers, just a place where I can grow. It doesn't have to be forever, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be honest, and maybe that's worth it. I think I'm starting to believe this, and I'm letting myself try, not because I'm sure of it, but I'm no longer denying. I think I'm starting to believe this, and that's enough for now. I don't need to understand it, just feel it somehow. I think I'm starting, and that's already new. I didn't hold it back this time. I let myself feel it fully. I felt it coming slowly, didn't try to stop it now. No second guessing every beat, or asking myself how. I didn't build a distance, didn't try to stay in control. For once I let the moment take over my soul. No running, no defense, no overthinking what it meant. I let myself feel it fully, every part of what this is. No holding back the heartbeat, no resisting what I miss. I let myself feel it fully, even if it's not forever. For once I didn't measure love, I just felt it all together. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't clear, but I was present, I was here. Not trapped inside my own mind, not fighting what I feel. For the first time in so long, something here was real. Maybe love was never meant to be something I could prevent. I let myself feel it fully, without asking if it stays, without fearing all the endings before it even plays. I let myself feel it fully, and I didn't fall apart. Maybe I was never broken, just protecting my heart. I don't need to know the ending, I don't need to be sure. If this moment's real and honest, then it's already worth it all. I let myself feel it fully, and I'm not afraid this time. Not because there's no more risk, but I'm done living half a life. I let myself feel it fully, and whatever comes, it's true. If this is what it means to love, then I'm ready to I let myself feel, and I'm still here. Even if it ends, I won't regret this. I used to need forever to believe in something real. Needed every answer before I let myself feel. now I see it different. I don't need to control every possible ending to give you my soul. If this is all we have, then let it be enough. Even if it ends, I won't regret this. Every moment I was here, every second I felt this. Even if it breaks, even if it fades, I will still choose you in 1,000 different ways. I don't need a promise that you'll never leave. I don't need tomorrow to justify what I feel. If love is just a moment, then let me live it true. Not hiding from the ending, but choosing to love you. It doesn't lose its meaning just because it might not last. Even if it ends, I won't regret this. Not the way I gave my heart, not the way I let you in. Even if it hurts, even if it's gone, it was real, it was honest, and that's enough to hold on. Love was never meant to be something we could keep. It's something that we live, something that we meet. And if it disappears, it doesn't mean it lied. It just means we were brave enough to let it run. Even if it ends, I won't regret this. I won't take back a single breath, a single touch, a single kiss. Even if it fades into memory, it will still be part of me. It will still be everything. Even if it ends, it was worth everything. And I'm ready for whatever comes next. There was a time I needed every step to be clear, needed every answer before I let you near. But something in me softened somewhere along the way. I stopped trying to control it and let it be what it may. I don't need to see the end to believe in where we are, and I'm ready for whatever comes next. Not because I know it's safe, but I've learned to accept that love is not a promise, it's a moment we protect. And I'm ready for whatever comes next. If this becomes forever, I'll hold it with both hands. If it fades into a memory, I'll still understand. It doesn't lose its meaning just because it won't remain. Some things are here to change us, not to stay the same. And I'd rather feel it once than never feel feel at all. And I'm ready for whatever comes next, for the beauty and the risk, for the love and the regret. I won't hide behind the fear, I won't live with that again. And I'm ready for whatever comes next. I was broken, I was closed, I was someone no one knows, but I stayed and I tried and I let love back inside. I'm ready for whatever comes next, not because I'm unafraid, but I've learned to live with it. Every scar, every step, every time I almost left, let me heal. And I'm finally present. I don't know where this goes, but I'm here and I'm ready.